Right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Bev Fruto, the Interim Faculty Mentor Program Coordinator and Conference Liaison at the Undergraduate Research Hub. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you here to the annual Summer Research Conference at UC San Diego. And we are very excited to have you all here with us today. I know the undergraduate scholars are eager to present the research in which they have been engaged all summer. And just want to say thanks to all of you for being here to cheer them on. I want to especially thank our faculty mentors, postdocs, graduate students, of course, family and friends who have surely provided guidance and support to all of the undergraduate scholars. And I also want to thank the moderators for the conference, many of whom are mentors to the students, and the Zoom hosts for being here for each session to help to make sure that the presentations, the Zoom rooms, and the discussions go smoothly. In a few moments, we will hear from our keynote speaker. But first, I'd like to introduce the person who, for over 20 years, has been at the helm of the Undergraduate Research Hub. During that time, he has overseen steady growth in the number of undergraduate research programs and opportunities for undergraduates to present their work. I'd like to now turn it over to the Dean of Undergraduate Research Advancement, Dr. David Artis.
Thank you, Bev. Good morning, everyone. It is such a pleasure to see the morning crew here. As you have heard, this is an annual conference. It's been annual for more than 30 years now. So at some point, annual starts to merge into traditional. And that makes me very excited, even though I don't think too much about tradition in the historical context. I think of it as always enabling new kinds of tradition and new kinds of change. And there's no better group to count on to move us in that direction than students. You know, the ideas that you have been developing with your mentors and the ones that are stewing for your next step will be part of our tradition of change, the constant of innovation. So be assured that we are very excited that we can claim you now as part of our tradition, but we're even more excited about the ways in which we'll keep moving forward and that this tradition will be something that is always unpredictable. If we were with you right now in person, I would tell you all to give yourselves a round of applause because I want you to know you have done the hard work. Even if you're going to continue to do more of it for this summer, you deserve your own round of applause. And I want you all to relax. Your presentations will be wonderful. The engagements with your audience will be productive. I think that when this conference goes very well, what we see are new connections between the speakers and the listeners, between people from one department and another. So you can count on that, and don't be afraid to approach someone, even virtually, who is in a different department but has an idea you find engaging or challenging, and think about where that might lead. So it's a great day and a half for those kinds of encounters that we have set in place. And I hope that, as always, we are surprised by what comes of it, but we will not be surprised by the ability and the talent that you bring to it. So once again, give yourselves some applause and congratulations. I am going to now introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Albert P. Pisano, who is the professor and dean of the Jacobs School of Engineering. We are very honored that he is taking time to be with you. And I just want to say that I will not read you his very impressive record, but I will say that one thing I look forward to every month is the newsletter that the Jacobs School puts out, and which always has a message from Dr. Pisano. And just to let you know why, I will read his opening statement from the June 2022 newsletter, in which he says, "In everything I do as Dean of the Jacobs School of Engineering, I ask, how does this decision or opportunity improve our ability to leverage engineering and computer science for the public good?" What more could you ask for from a Dean of Engineering? Please welcome Dr. Albert P. Pisano.
Okay, well, good morning, everybody. I wish we all could be there together. I am actually on campus in my office. My office is too small for the 185 of you to fit in. And I want to just continue one thread that David mentioned, which is, hey, there's about 185 of you in this program, and every single one of you have started along the road via your research to make your own contribution to the public good. So before I give my official comments, I want to say 185 people focused on work that brings better things to people all over the world. What an army, what a force, what a group of people to push forward the issue of the public good. So thank you all for that. And I wish you all great success in your research and research beyond. So let me offer my congratulations. And again, I would be calling for a round of applause, as David has already. It takes a lot of hard work to get the results that are worth sharing, and results that, when shared, can influence the way other people think about important topics. You are thought leaders. Remember that. Fulfill that. That is one of your important destinies as you do your research and get your college education. So I think you can agree you are now a different person than you were when you started in this program this summer. You have worked hard, found more information, developed confidence in your research abilities. You've shown yourself that you can be persistent, and you've demonstrated to yourself and others that indeed you are not only deep thinking, but you are creative. And so maybe at this point you have even more questions about your subject. That is not a bad thing. That is a very good thing. It means that all your efforts here have opened new vistas you couldn't see before, and they will lead to new ways of thinking and new ideas. And that is one of the highest goals that we strive for on the entire campus. So I know that you've had an impact on others, your mentors, your workmates, and I'm sure even your family and friends as you tell them about what you're doing. Please remember, as you progress in your research careers, these connections will be key for you to have the resilience to go through the sure to occur disappointments and periods of uncertainty, right? No great endeavor is without its challenges. Your posse, your team, your support group, the people that believe in you, they are all there to help you. And that means that you have a team that believes in you. And that includes everyone participating in this conference, including me. So let me close by saying, this is really a chance for all of us to celebrate all you have done, and for all of us to watch with pride as you teach us now what you have done, as well as shown us what you have learned. So that's the important part of this phase. Everyone is eager to hear the presentations you will be making. And I'm hoping that you are leaving this experience, this day and a half experience, knowing that you have given us all something very precious, and that you will make even greater contributions to society in the future. This is not just my hope and wish. This is my clear statement of the future of the world is depending on you. You're the ones who are going to write it. So please do so. Thank you very, very much.
Dr. Pisano, thank you very much for your inspiring words to our scholars that are presenting at the conference today and tomorrow. I just want to kind of wrap up. I know we're all ready to get to our first session and hear the presentations, but before you all leave, I want to just go over a few important details. I know we're just getting started with SRC today, but we're already thinking of how we can improve SRC for next year. And so with that in mind, I will just share that we have created some surveys that we would like each of you, hopefully, to fill out and share your thoughts about your experience over the next day and a half. And I can just share my screen. You'll get an email with the links. These are pretty long links, but you'll get an email if you're registered for the conference. You will receive an email this afternoon with these links so that we can gather your feedback on these surveys. One of the surveys is for presenters and the other is for everyone else. So we'd appreciate it if you would please submit your responses by tomorrow afternoon while the conference is still fresh in your minds. Let's see, we have our presenters for the conference, just shifting gears here, should have received an email from my colleague Carly Labrador asking if you would like a certificate and a commemorative tote bag for your participation in the conference. So if you're interested in picking up one of these totes, you can't tell from the photo, but it's navy blue, one of the UCSD colors. You would like to pick it up from the URH office, please submit a response or to the form in the email that Carly sent, or any questions about the certificates and the totes can also be directed to Carly in response to the email. And just want to go over the schedule briefly. You can see that we have a full day planned with 2 morning sessions, a break for lunch in the middle of the day, and then 2 afternoon sessions. Tomorrow will be a shorter day and we won't have any more panels after lunch, but we will have a speaker lined up for the closing ceremony. So we hope you can all join that. We will be hearing from a Trells and UC Scholars alum who was, in your own shoes not too long ago. He has a lot of experience participating and presenting in undergraduate conferences. So, and he's now a doctoral student at Yale. So hopefully you can join us for the closing ceremony with closing remarks tomorrow afternoon. And we do ask that all of the student presenters attend sessions throughout the day, not just the one in which you are presenting, as a show of support to your fellow scholars. So we ask you to please take a look at the presentation lineup on the SRC website to see the full rundown of panels and presenters. And if you haven't already registered for the different Zoom rooms, it's not too late. The Zoom rooms are also posted. There's a link to a list of the Zoom registration links on the SRC website. And we will be hosting, you can see on the schedule, optional group sessions at the end of each day of the conference. This will just be a way for everyone to come together, enjoy some good music, to celebrate what we've all accomplished together. So, feel free to turn your cameras on or keep them off. It's completely up to you, but we hope that you will come and just have a good time with us. And today we'll have the Thursday throwback groove session where we'll have an 80s alternative dance party with DJ Karen. Tomorrow we will end the day with the Fiesta Friday to keep the party going with some dance music spun by our own DJ Kingpin, who many of you will recognize. And then we invite you to join us for the opening remarks tomorrow at 8:30 again, just like this morning, when we will hear from Dr. Leslie Carver, who is the provost of Thurgood Marshall College here at UCSD. And with that, you are free to move on to your first session of SRC. Thank you. All right, see you in the sessions.